The White House looking at, quote, alternatives after the OPEC Plus decision to cut its oil production. So what options are on the table? The announcement by the Saudi-led energy cartel widely seen as a stab in the back to Biden after he visited Saudi Arabia for a conference in July and fist bumped the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman.
Well, as the Biden administration is really left with few options and essentially scrambling after OPEC and its allies slashed oil output by 2 million barrels a day. But what do you say to Americans, Congressman, who look at this and they look at what's happening right now with OPEC and they look at their gas prices that are going to go up once again, and they blame Democrats for consistently opposing more drilling of oil and more permitting in this country? Are you concerned this is going to hurt your fellow Democrats in the midterms?
And Doug, let's talk about gas prices, because gas prices were going up even in anticipation of all the signals coming from OPEC Plus, the Saudis and the Russians. And then it happened, their announcement, in terms of 2 million barrels a day, that is a lot. And so it's a real gut punch from the Saudis. And it shows that they are siding with Russia on Ukraine. And this, helps Russia continue to get war profits, oil profits for the war. It helps Iran as prices go up because they're still managing to trade despite sanctions. And it really totally screws the White House going into the midterms.
But I think it's important for the U.S. to think about its self-interest, and it has the ability.
What can the president do?
The president could adopt a strategy that takes advantage of the oil reserves that we have. We can insulate ourselves to a much greater extent than we are, and still maintain his climate goals by having some sort of price on carbon that gives people incentives to shift away from these fuels. And that's a strategy that's been explored a lot. They rejected it in favor of saying no to coal, no to oil, and that leaves them exposed to these international shifts. So I think they've got the wrong climate strategy, and it's backed them into a corner on oil again and again. They might want to rethink that.